See, the NDA-BJP government had introduced bills in Parliament, essentially to replace the Indian Penal Code, the Criminal Procedure Code, as also the Indian Evidence Act, with a new set of laws. Subsequently, that was referred to the Standing Committee of the Ministry of Home Affairs for the legislation to be scrutinized. While the legislation was being scrutinized, all the opposition members, I am given to understand, gave dissent notes against the very structure and the concept of these three bills itself. Subsequently, there is a lot of consternation and there is a lot of anxiety among very thinking sections of the legal fraternity that these three bills, when read in totality, completely undermine and subvert the fundamental freedoms and civil liberties which are intrinsic to the very Constitution of India, the rights which were given by the founders of the makers of the Indian Constitution. For example, the provision to extend police custody from 14 days to 60 days, the non-codification of the provisions with regard to bail. Similarly, there are other provisions which are extremely draconian, and ultimately this will turn this country into a police state. You will be giving extremely repressive and oppressive powers to a police system which is completely antiquated and still relies on very heavy-handed methods in order to extract confessions and in order to construct cases which will then stand in a court of law. So under those circumstances, this is something which is going to impact each of the 140 crore people in this country. So we have demanded that a joint parliamentary committee be constituted consisting of members of both houses of parliament, and this legislation needs to be re-scrutinized. Legal experts need to be called in. Civil society activists need to be called in. Other sections of society need to be called in order to, if at all the law has to be amended, construct a law which is in harmony with the Constitution of India. These three bills as they stand are extremely draconian, and given the fact that law and order and police is a state subject and these laws will be implemented in every thana of the country by some assistant sub-inspector or by some havaldar also, you are putting extremely draconian powers into the hands of people who are completely and absolutely ill-equipped to handle them. This, you will end up creating an Orwellian state which will completely and absolutely destroy and subvert not only democracy but the fundamental framework on which this country stands.